Okay, I've been messing around here in the shop with this greasy motor I got with my haul that I made. Brought it home yesterday. These are some brand new Patriot fender well headers, and of course this is a greasy old small block Chevy. It's a 350. It's got a 010 block, but I do not know if it's a 2-bolt main or 4-bolt main, and it's pretty greasy. I'm not sure. It's a good core motor, I hope. If not, I've got another one right there without the heads. Apparently they rebuilt that and there was a rattle in it somewhere, so they took it all apart. The heads are here for it and the intake, but they pulled the cam out, so who knows. I'm gonna have to take it apart and check it out. Besides, it's a 010 block as well, and it's a truck motor. It's got dished pistons, and I don't want that. I want to get some compression. But anyhow, this is the pile of parts I got. A lot of rusty stuff, a lot of pieces. It's quite the puzzle. And there's stuff over here. I've got brand new body mounts for it. There was some new pieces bought. And there's a cross member with a built-in driveline hoop. It's supposed to be NRHA legal if I ever want to drag race. And there's motor mounts in there. He bought several different types of motor mounts because he didn't know what direction he was going to go. So I've got options as far as how I'm going to mount that thing in there. But anyhow, there's a lot of parts. There's the door hinges. The doors are off. The thing's pretty much a shell, and I've got to put it all together. But anyhow, here's my pile of parts and my career for the next year or so. Who knows? Okay, here's the pile of parts. I've kind of gone through some of this a little bit. I've taken this greasy motor and pulled some of the exhaust manifolds off and kind of got it ready to see. I'm not sure which motor I'm actually going to use. This one has been bored. I can tell. I measure the bores. It's 60 over, and it's pretty clean. There's no ring ridge. It looks like it's been rebuilt recently. However, the cam is out of it, so I don't know the story. I'm assuming they had a problem with the cam after they rebuilt it, so I may go with this one because it is bored over and it's a lot fresher. But I'll have to tear it down and take it to a machine shop and have everything checked out, measured up. Yeah, they got boxes of stuff put away, kinda, off to the side. I've got them. Those are brand new fender well headers. I need to get those painted up so they don't start rusting. But anyhow, that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to set these out of the shop so I'm not tripping over them. I've got 2 drive lines, one for the Chevy and one for a Ford, and miscellaneous pieces and parts, and there's a radiator and the front support. Anyhow, I'm going to try to unload this thing. I think I don't know if I showed this before. This is a transmission cross member with the built-in driveline hoop. It's supposed to be a NHRA approved driveline hoop. And I also got a 800 CFM Holley carburetor. There's all kinds of boxes of parts and pieces, and there's a heater, there's a radio speaker, door hinges, there's some brand new body mounting kit, rubbers and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna try to, oh, and I also got this fuel cell that I'm not sure if I'm gonna use or not. You know, I have that, and I've also got some brand new gas tank straps for a factory gas tank, so we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and try to unload this thing and bring you guys along as I go. Okay, here it is. It's in the trailer. There's the car. I also got a spare rear end. This is a Ford Ford 8.8 inch out of Explorer, which is a common swap for these things. So yeah, this is just a shell, pretty much bare. In fact, the frame is disconnected from the body. It's been cleaned. I don't know if it's been blasted or just dipped, but yeah, it's kind of what it looked like. We've got front fenders in the front, a whole bunch of loose miscellaneous stuff, and we'll go show you the back part of it. Okay, it's a 2-door post. Here's the doors. It needs some door glass. Needs a lot of cleaning up. It's got this hokey trailer hitch on it that's going to be one of the first things I dispose of. But anyhow, this is what it looked like. I will show you more once I get it out of the trailer and get some of the stuff piled out of it. Anyway, that's what it is, a 56. I'm not sure if it's a BelAir or a 210. It's one or the other. It may be a 210. The 210 is the middle of the road. The 150 is the base model. 210 is middle of the road, and the BelAir is the upper crust. So anyhow, I will bring you back when I get things pulled out of there. Okay, we got it out of the trailer. It's kind of tricky doing it by myself, and everything's on a hill, so I kind of backed it up so I could use gravity as my friend and use the tractor to drag it out up the hill. But it's out of there. There's no steering box. We kind of got the tie rod zip tied up so that the wheels don't go wonky. And they're kind of wonky anyhow. These wheels are kind of crazy. We got one lug nut on that one. We got one lug nut on that one. I don't think I'd take it on the highway. And one lug nut on that one. And then this one's got 2 lug nuts. But yeah, there's some damage here I'm gonna have to try to work out. That's hidden by the fender. I don't know if it's gonna matter. Once it's together, it's no biggie. I don't know how that happened, whether that was an accident. It looked like it may. The guy I got it from said it had an issue in the back. He thought right here, he thought there was an issue with it falling off the rotisserie or something. I don't know. But the trunk lid is really good. There's a little bit of surface rust here. Let's see what the trunk looked like. There's some damage down in the spare tire well. And there's a little bit of rust over here that needs done. I don't know, it might be cheaper just to replace the whole floor, but not much needs to be done. I can probably cut a foot square out of there, and I don't know if I'm going to keep that. A lot of times people just cover it over and don't worry about a spare. But yeah, the tail lights look pretty good. This is the original leading that they did. There's a lot of little holes. I think this was a BelAir model because it has the BelAir script was in here, I think. I've got to verify. A little bit of rust there, which ain't real bad. Yeah, there's some damage here where I don't know if this is rust or if it's just been pushed in. It's looked pretty straight, kinda. It's wavy. It's wavy. So, but yeah, the rockers are real good. The inside floors, I'll show you those once I get it cleaned out. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today. I'm going to push this in the shop and call it a day, I believe. Yeah, there's a little bit of, not really much damage here. That needs a little attention, but it's not really rust. And the firewall's pretty clean. And they must have cleaned this frame because there's no grease on it. It's got a little bit of surface rust, but I think this whole thing's been cleaned, ready to get busy on. Now this is bad. I'm gonna have to address that. That's a common spot. So, and there's no steering column. Of course, the dash is kind of pretty nice. It hasn't been molested. Also, there has been no hole cut in the floor for a shifter. So this car has never been hot rodded, I don't believe. It's got the linkage down here for a I believe this business is for a 3-speed on the column. So this was a column shift car. It's a stick shift. And it's got the pivot. I think it's got the pivot. Maybe it's cut off. It had the pivot for the bell crank for the clutch mechanism. But yeah, it's a great start to a project. I got to get the Vega out of there so I can put this on the lift. I want to get the frame squared away first. I got to cut off this hideous trailer hitch and I need to add the shock bar. These things are crazy the way they're designed. They anchor the shocks on the floor of the trunk, which is a little shaky. So we just relocate those to the frame. We'll put a frame mount for the shocks. I've done that to a couple of cars so far. But yeah, this is my first 56. I've had 5 55 Chevys in the past. I've had one 57 Chevy. The 57 was pretty nice, and my last 55 was pretty darn nice. So yeah, I'm anxious to get this thing going. It's got there's a lot of pieces that need attention. I don't know if this bumper fender is going to be usable, or the other one. They're both banged up pretty good, and they got a little bit of rust. We'll see. I might be able to salvage them. The price of these things anymore, it may pay to work a day or two on repairing it rather than pay $500 or $700 for a new fender. But yeah, I got a lot of pieces for a really good start. Okay, I got the inside of that car cleaned out. Just a whole lot of miscellaneous pieces and parts. There's only one of the sill plates. There's some extra wing windows. Both the doors have the wing windows in them, but these are extra, and I think I need one of the glass out of there because one of them's missing out of a door. And there's some window trim for the back glass and a partial window trim for the front, the windshield. These are the felts out of the doors. And more trim pieces in the headliner. All the headliner bows are there. So that's good. The hood is in pretty fair shape, but not so much this fender. This fender's pretty sad looking, but given the price of them, I'm going to try to make it work. And anyhow, here's the floors. This one's not real bad, but he already bought some replacement panels, one for each side of the front. The other side has got some holes. There's some daylight going on over there. So anyhow, I need to vacuum it out and get it up on the lift. Yeah, this dash is pretty clean. I'm real impressed with that dash. But yeah, it won't take much to clean up this interior, get the floor straightened out. This is going to be a challenge doing this here panel. But yeah, it's I did put my spare wheels. These are my roll around wheels that I've used on the Vega. But anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna be replacing that Vega. It's probably gonna go to another home. I need to free up some cash to put into this Chevy. But yeah, if anybody knows anybody that wants a good Vega, it's got a lot of work done to it. It's got a nice 350 engine, 350 turbo tranny, S10 rear end, S10 front spindles, 5-lug all the way around, posi unit, all new springs, all new shocks, all new brakes. It's in pretty good shape. It'd probably run a long time. But yeah, I bought them AFR heads and a cam for that motor for the Vega, but I think I'm gonna put those in this car, the 56. It's gonna be in a funner rig, I believe. I think it's gonna be a lot nicer. So yeah, I'm still unsure about motor and tranny combination. I got 2 core rebuilders with the car, and I got a couple of 3-speed trannies. And if I could put the 3-speed trannies together and end up with a 6-speed, that'd be the hot ticket. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So I don't know. It's got a single pedal in it right now for the automatic. And there's also another set of pedals here somewhere for a clutch, so I can go either way with what parts I have. So I don't know. I'm still debating how to do it. But yeah, the Vega is cool, but it will never be as cool as a Tri-5 Chevy. And we're anxious to get this thing pieced together. So anyhow, that's where I'm at today. I'm just tinkering with it, trying to figure out all the pieces and parts that I got. There are some things that are bagged and tagged, however, not very much. So anyhow, thanks for watching.